Grace and peace, Black family. This is Vicky Dillard, your sister with the curly braids. And I want you to get ready for the new Master Elements project, The Spear and the Shield.
This vaccine isn't experimental. It's like a dandelion. You overlook it for they weird science.
DJ RP Beats and Sincere Love the God have taken this time during the pandemic to carefully craft the soundtrack to Black empowerment with hot tracks like God Mine, featuring Sadat X of the legendary group Brand Nubians.
We never die. I made an ancestral shrine. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen, I'm a law and a person, a sincere of the God. That mean your arms too short like Tar Anthony Shaw.
God painted me black.
God painted me black. Thanks for that. I'm a original man.
A letter to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing.
I shade to the ancestors. Dear Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, I just wanted to thank you for all the lessons you left us. So yes, I'm more than grateful.
And the controversial song Buck Breaking God today.
Why every black show they gotta have a transgender? Either I'm crazy or this gotta be a planned agenda.
Get ready, Black family. This is a much needed project. This is The Spear and the Shield.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen. I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me just to see my future, boy, the proof is inside me. I seen the archaeologists exhuming my body, analyzing my tattoos and my jewelry, they robbed me. Vandalizing my tomb cause they knew I was godly, changed my name in the history books, they whitewashed me. I pursue my legacy, knowing it might cost me, but heaven is ahead of me, been through hell and it scorched me. The world turns and we stand still, and radio keep playing songs that we can't feel. Niggas hear me kicking knowledge, ask me if I've been to college, told them I just see the world at a standstill. For real, I'm self-educated, practice self-preservation, and pass the loud for the meditation. Inhale while I exhale, no Molly or expel, plenty weed and Hennessy for the celebration. Sometimes I feel I was born in the wrong era. I should have been a Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor. Temperature is rising, affected by the knowledge of self found wealth when I opened my third eyelid. Sky is the limit was the lies that was given, so I tried to convince them they limit was infinite. But still, they don't get it. They Lord is a gimmick, a tool that was used to keep us all in submission. I don't claim no religion, I just stay on my pivot and slay all the demons that's waging war on my spirit. Cause man, so much trouble on my mind. The media is acid rain on the brain. Channel 9, so I look to Van Sertima. You probably never heard of him. Sheikh Andy Diop and a host of other noblemen that wrote us gems to get your third eye to open it. Dig inside the broader files, learn about your origin. If we was way more proud of our ancestry, we see the situation and know we just can't let it be. Imagine if we knew who was the real Lazarus. You wouldn't think of booty scratches when you speak of Africans. I picture princess. I see my daughter as a princess, a goddess. One time for my niggas who know the difference. Walk with me, I'm trying to spar with Muhammad Ali. Kick it with Bruce Lee, jogging through African safari. Catch me levitating on Mount Kilimanjaro. I'll be meditating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone. See the future in my son's eyes, that shit's set in stone. Yeah, it's inevitable. I just delivered the message that discredit the bull. And I don't claim to be no prophet or no scholar, I'm a father. I'm just trying to make your head sharper, I'm a barber. Each one teach one. You teach your son, I teach mine. Much more than how to reach for a gun, but not excluding that. We under attack, can't exclude the fact. So at some point, I'ma have to allude to that reality. We should have the earth, keep your salary. Teach my daughter she should have a CFO mentality. Practice group economics, screw Reaganomics. We survived it, that was proof God is inside us. Shade45, rappers out of control.
Sincere love to God. CeeLo, Water.
Yes, indeed.
Listen.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold up a second, family. Yes, indeed. Hold on. Where we at? Where we at? Boom. I think that should be better right there. Ah, man. Yes, indeed. That's how we going to start this thing off. That's exactly how we going to start this thing off tonight. How y'all doing, man? Peace to the family. B1, salute to the family. Appreciate y'all tapping in with the God tonight. I see y'all in the building, Brother Don Bishop, Jeff Will, FBA 7B1. Shout out to all of y'all. We're going to get into the nooks and crannies of that freestyle that y'all just heard. Recent freestyle, me and my brother DJ RP Beats had the opportunity to appear on the Rappers Out of Control show up at Sirius XM, satellite radio, Shade45 and all that. Great experience. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time. And so the freestyle that I did, it's special. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do a decoded of the freestyle, you know what I mean, just to really mark the times and put a stamp on it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was definitely a special moment, you know what I mean? And so, again, appreciate y'all tapping in with me, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Share this out right now. Let everybody know that we live. We're going to be breaking down that freestyle. Send them the link to the freestyle. Let me put the link to the freestyle in here. Can I do that? Let me put the link to the freestyle in the chat. I want y'all to share that out and tell them that we live breaking it down right now. All right, hold on one second. What's going on here? Yeah. Hold on one second. Tripping. Okay. All right. Bet. So yeah, man. And you see, I started off, I took it back to the Spear and the Shield promo today, man. I had to remind some of y'all, and I had to enlighten some of y'all, because some of y'all are new new viewers, new listeners. You know what I mean? But I had to remind some of y'all, and I had to enlighten some of y'all about the Spear and the Shield. You know, we've been heavy promoting the Masters Table album. Of course, you got to go get that. You got to go to the mastersrsvp.com and get the Masters Table joint. We've been pushing that heavy. But I ain't want y'all to forget about the Spear and the Shield. I ain't want y'all to forget about that one at all. And you could just stream that on your favorite platform. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy gem right there. You know what I mean? And so your delivery was nice. All right, appreciate it. Fab voice, okay. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Oh, man. So, yeah, man, we got to talk about this Rappers Out of Control joint. Did I put the link or did I not? Yeah, I did. I gave y'all the link. So, yeah, share that out. Share that out. Let everybody know that we live right now. And we're going to be doing a lyrical breakdown to the freestyle. I appreciate y'all. What's going on, Mama Love in the building? Mama Love could definitely attest to some of the history that I'm going to give y'all behind the freestyle tonight, too. You know what I'm saying? Because the rhymes that I said been around for a long time. They're not really new. But it's significant, though. The story behind why I chose to use those lyrics in particular. So, for those of y'all that don't know, last week, I think it was, maybe 2 weeks ago now, me, my brother DJ RP Beats, and my son, young Zelle, went up to Shade45 on the Rappers Out of Control show. And they showed us mad love, man. Shout out to DJ Clips. Shout out to DJ Rez, the whole family up there. It was nothing but love. They had us up there. They had this other brother. I think he was out of Chicago. I'm pretty sure he was out of Chicago. But his name was Water. Shout out to him and his producer, Spanish Ran, I think his name was. Spanish Ran. Shout out to those brothers. They had us up there with them, me and RP Beats. It was supposed to be just me and RP Beats. And, when they sent us the thing, they said you could have one guest with you. So I brought my son. You know what I mean? I just wanted my son to have the whole experience of just even going up to the radio station and all that, even if he wasn't going to be able to get on the air. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely did end up getting on the air and showing up and showing out. So shout out to my son, young Zelle. And so, yeah, I'm not going to decode his verse, though. I didn't even know if I was going to play it, but I see he finally posted it. I was waiting for him to post his verse. I see he finally posted it on his page. So make sure y'all follow my son. I think it's what is it? Zelo dot. There's a dot in there somewhere. It's a dot in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, Zelo.1. Zelo.1 on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow him. But yeah, he just posted the freestyle. I just seen it right before I came on here. So I guess it's okay for me to play it. But yeah, I'll play it, but I'm not gonna decode his verse. I'm just gonna decode my verse. So all right, let me finish telling y'all. So the fact that I'm up there with my son, y'all heard the freestyle. I played it in the beginning. I'm gonna play it and go through it as we break it down too. But the fact that I was up there with my son and I chose the rhyme that I chose, it was something that I couldn't plan. It was something that I definitely couldn't plan. Like the way that it created that moment in time. It's not something that I planned out ahead of time, but it just happened that way. Jeff Will said, "Young Zelo is vicious." Yeah. Yes, indeed. That's my guy right there, man. He doing this thing, man. Make sure y'all follow him. So yeah, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the story, but let's get into some of the lyrics. Hold on. Where am I now? I gotta go back. No, this is it right here. All right, cool. Let's get into some of the lyrics as I tell y'all the story. Because I want it to be, I don't want it to be boring. I want it to be kind of live a little bit, man. I want to keep the energy going. And so, yeah, I'm up there with my son and my DJ, my producer, RP Beats. And they let my son rhyme. He wasn't supposed to even be on the air, but they let him do his thing. And I was very proud of him. But the rhyme that I chose, let me just play some of it, man.
I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me just to see my future, boy, the proof is inside me. I seen the archaeologists exhuming my body, analyzing my tattoos and my jewelry, they robbed me.
So this verse right here, this part of the verse right here, I wrote that before my son was even born. The second half of it is from a rhyme that I wrote, I don't know exactly, but it's over a decade ago that I wrote the second part of it. And so I just merged two parts of old rhymes that I just had in my head, because leading up to us going to the radio station, I knew we was going to do a freestyle, but I just didn't have time to put nothing together. And so I just, said, let me go in the archives and see what people haven't really heard, what I haven't really put out there like that. And that's the thing about this joint. Like, the second part that I said was like probably over a decade ago, I wrote it to a DJ RP beat, but I didn't even know DJ RP beats at the time. We didn't even meet yet when I wrote that to one of his beats. So that's a crazy part behind the second part of the rhyme. I told y'all before, I met him through his daughter's mother. She's a good friend of mine, and she used to come to my shop when I was in New York. On Tuesdays, we would do a thing called Affirmation Tuesdays with the kids in the neighborhood. They would come in there and they would sing the affirmation songs that she wrote. And she wrote a lot of them to his beats. And so one of the beats was a beat that I got from her that I wrote the second half of this verse to. And I didn't even know RP yet. You know what I'm saying? So that little tidbit right there.
Vandalizing my tomb because they knew I was godly. Changed my name in the history books. They whitewashed me. I pursued my legacy, knowing it might cost me, but heaven is ahead of me. Been through hell and it scorched me.
Yeah. So I'm not even getting into the bars yet. I'm just trying to tell y'all the story behind this whole moment. I'm not even getting into the bars yet. And so yeah, that was a part of it. The fact that I wrote it to an RP beat. And the beat that I'm rhyming to is not the RP beat, by the way. So we don't know what beat they're going to throw on when we go up there. It's just whatever they throw on. This happened to be a DJ Premier beat that they threw on that all of us spit to. And everybody did their thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like we picked the beat. You know what I'm saying? And so don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the beat at all. Like shout out to DJ Premier and shout out to DJ Eclipse for throwing it on. But it's not like if I would have picked the beat, I feel like it would have came across even better. And so people been giving a lot of props on the freestyle, whatever. But I feel like it would have been even better if I was able to pick up my own beat. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, that's the other part of it. We'll get to the second part of the rhyme that has to do with my son. Let me fast forward it a little bit.
Trouble on my mind, the media's acid rain on the brain. Channel 9, so I looked at Van Sertima. You probably never heard of him. Sheikh Andy Diop and a host of other noblemen that wrote his gems to get your third eye to open it. Dig inside the broader files, learn about your origin. If we was way more proud of our ancestry, we see the situation and know we just can't let it be. Imagine if we knew who was the...
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Trying to get to the certain
with me. I'm trying to spar with Muhammad Ali, kick it with Bruce Lee, jogging through African safari. Catch me levitating on Mount Kilimanjaro. I'll be meditating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone. See the future in my son's eyes, that shit's set in stone.
So for me to say that line while my son was standing right next to me, recording me, you know what I'm saying? Let me bring that back a little bit.
In my son's eyes, that shit set in stone. Yeah, we're sitting on the throne with Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. Kilimanjaro. I'll be meditating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone. See the future in my son's eyes, that shit set in stone.
Nigga, I'll be levitating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. Hold on. I'll be levitating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone. See the future in my son's eyes. That shit set in stone. And my son right there recording me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have planned that. But wait, that wasn't it though. There was more. Hold on.
Yeah, it's inevitable. I just delivered the message to discredit the bull. And I don't claim to be no prophet or no scholar. I'm a father.
I don't claim to be no prophet or no scholar. I'm a father. I'm just trying to make your head sharper. I'm a barber. So when you write about your real life, when you write rhymes according to your true experience, and you express that through your lyrics, it's going to live forever. It's going to always be timeless because all of us, you know, we have those similar experiences, you know, certain parts of our lives, you know, it discloses in a general manner. We can all relate to certain things as human beings. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it gets down to being a part of a certain culture. You know what I mean? But I couldn't have planned that. He wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. He ends up being there. I just chose, well, I ain't gonna say I chose a random rhyme. I chose this rhyme because, and this is the other part of the story too. I chose this rhyme because, remember I told you I wrote this to a DJ RP beat before I met him. And we've tried to put it out before. We've tried to make a song out of it. I had a whole hook and everything that goes along with it. It wasn't really a hook that I wrote. I was using I took like a piece of a Lauryn Hill song, a piece of an Erykah Badu song and made like a hook out of it. And we were trying to make a song out of it for years and it never came to fruition. It would have probably been on the first Master Elements project. We probably tried to do it again for the Spear and the Shield project. Try to use it again for the Master's Table project, but it just never came out right the way we wanted it, and it never fit with what we was trying to do. And so, for some reason, the powers that be had me hold on to that. You know what I mean? It was reserved for that specific moment. And so that's why it's a little heavy. That's why it's a little heavy. It was reserved for that specific moment. I don't know if y'all feel me, but if y'all feel me, type some number 7s in the chat. What's going on, brother Ish? God's plan. That's right. God's plan. So let's get into the lyrics now then. I think I told y'all the story that I wanted to tell y'all for the most part. I might be forgetting something, but it should come back to me as we go through it, right? So let's go through the lyrics, the actual lyrics, and break down the bars. Let's get up in these bars real quick. All right.
I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me just to see my future, boy. The proof is inside me.
Another thing that brought this rhyme to mind, I said, I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me. How can I change this? Can I change this so that I'm bigger and this is smaller? How can I change that? Like that? I don't like it like that. I don't like it like that. Let me see. I'm trying to find a better look for it. But nah, I don't like none of these. That's okay. That's okay right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this look right here. But yeah. And so the other thing that made me choose that made this rhyme come to mind, because like I said, the first part of this rhyme, this is over 20 years old. I wrote this before my son was even born. And so I said, I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me. And so I was watching the movie, they cloned Tyrone. And in the movie, the weird shit about the movie was the sense of time. It was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It was everywhere at once. It wasn't a specific time frame. You know what I'm saying? It was the past, it was the future, it was the present, all going on at once. And so that's how I started off the lyrics. That's when I saw that brought those lyrics back to my mind. I don't be just sitting around rhyming. I don't be memorizing a lot of my rhymes, by the way. A lot of rhymes I got, I don't know them by heart. But that one came back to my mind just from watching that movie because of that time shit. It was like, oh, I said, I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me just to see my future, boy. The proof is inside me. And so the way I'm rhyming to you in present tense, but I'm giving it to you in the past tense also. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling it to you like it's in the future, like it's about to happen. I'm telling you what already happened. I'm telling it to you in the now, but I'm telling it to you like it's something that's about to happen. I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me just to see my future, boy. The proof is inside me. I seen the archaeologist exhuming my body. So to say I seen, that's past tense. I seen the archaeologist exhuming my body, analyzing my tattoos and my jewelry. They robbed me. But that's our history, right? That's our history. Them, the famous tomb raiders and all of that. I seen the archaeologist exhuming my body, analyzing my tattoos and my jewelry. They robbed me. And so, yeah, that whole time thing is what brought it back to me. And so the fact that what I'm saying about being in the future and in the past at the same time also goes with the fact that, like I said, in that moment, I'm there with my son and I wrote this in the past. You know what I'm saying? So it's multiple layers to this shit. It's multiple layers to just the first couple of bars. You know what I mean? I'm so far ahead of my time, gotta rewind me just to see my future, boy. The proof is inside me. I seen the archaeologists exhuming my body, analyzing my tattoos and my jewelry. They robbed me, vandalizing my tomb because they knew I was godly. Changed my name in the history books. They whitewashed me. But I pursue my legacy knowing it might cost me because heaven is ahead of me, been through hell and it scorched me. Where's my water? Let me play that. Let me play those next couple.
Your boy, the proof is inside me. I seen the archaeologists exhuming my body, analyzing my tattoos and my jewelry. They robbed me, vandalizing my tomb because they knew I was godly. Changed my name in the history books. They whitewashed me. I pursued my legacy, knowing it might cost me, but heaven is ahead of me. Been through hell and it scorched me.
And so, in that part of the rhyme right there, I'm describing myself as if I existed in ancient times, right? And remember, I told you, these are two different rhymes that I merged together that I wrote at two different periods in my life, like at least a decade apart from each other. But in the second part of the rhyme, I go back to, I'll be levitating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone, see the future in my son's eyes, that shit set in stone. And so, again, with the time thing, and also with the ancient references. These are two different rhymes that are written a decade apart from each other that I kind of randomly chose to put together just for this specific occasion. This might be the deepest decoded so far. And some of these decoders that we've done from the Master's Table have been extremely heavy and intricate, and some of them I don't even believe we still really unpacked everything. But this right here, I feel like as I'm doing it, I feel like I could never unpack it in its entirety. This freestyle is loaded with codes, multiple layers all throughout that I'm sure I'm going to miss some of them during this broadcast. But I'm going to do my best. So let me bring that back a little bit. Right here.
To my legacy, knowing it might cost me, but heaven is ahead of me. Been through hell and it scorched me. The world turns and we stand still, and radio keep playing songs that we can't feel.
And so another thing I want to say too, that line right there, the fact that I'm on the radio, the world turns and we stand still, that has to do with the time also. The world turns and we stand still, and radio keep playing songs that we can't feel. And I'm on the radio saying this, even though I'm on a station that, echoes my sentiments. They feel what I'm saying. They cater to people who feel like how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's not super ironic, but I am on the radio saying it. You know what I mean? Radio keep playing songs that we can't feel. Niggas hear me kicking knowledge, ask me if I've been to college, told them I just see the world at a standstill. So back to the world turns and we stand still. And then a couple of bars down the line, even that comes back. Niggas hear me kicking knowledge, ask me if I've been to college. And then the way that I'm rhyming, it's almost like a circular motion, right? Niggas hear me kicking knowledge, ask me if I've been to college, told them I just see the world at a standstill. The world turns and we stand still. The radio keep playing songs that we can't feel. Niggas hear me kicking knowledge, ask me if I've been to college, told them I just see the world at a standstill. And so the rhymes within the rhymes and all of that stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like on a loop with the flow, and the world turns. I see the world at a standstill. I don't know what to call that. That's mad entendres. I don't know what to call that. It's too many entendres that are taking place. They ain't talking how we talking, nigga. But also, they ain't rhyming how we rhyming, nigga. They ain't rhyming how we rhyming. I ain't even rhyming how we rhyming, because those, like I said, those is old rhymes. I don't even know if I could fuck with me. Shit. I don't even know if I could still fuck with me. God damn. God damn. Yes, indeed. Shout out to my co-host in the building. Nicety girl, what's going on? Crown 808 in the building, what's going on? Peter Ogun. I see y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and all that stuff too, man. Listen, I'm doing the best I can with this lyrical breakdown. It's a lot. It's a lot. Y'all, the rest, that's good too, because a lot of times when I do lyrical breakdowns, it's bittersweet because I feel like it demystifies it. You know what I mean? It takes some of the magic out of it when I break it down. You know what I'm saying? But I like doing lyrical breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I've always done throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin Star, whatever, we used to sit and listen to every album that came out and break down the lyrics line for line. We didn't have no internet back then. It wasn't no Google, no Genius, no none of that. We used to write the lyrics out and all that and break everything down line for line, what they meant. You know what I'm saying? And so the rest going to have to be to y'all interpretation, because for us, that's all we had was our own interpretation. You know what I mean? None of my favorite artists never broke down their lyrics, but it was something that I would wish they would do. It's kind of like a show that I wish existed. You know what I mean? When they used to go on some of these shows, Rap City or whatever, I wish they used to talk about the lyrics and get into some of those questions as opposed to some of the frivolous shit that they like to ask about rumors and all type of shit. You know what I mean? Getting all up in their business. I used to want them to talk about the lyrics. What he meant by this. That's what I would have asked them. And so for the people that rock with me, I'm going to let y'all know exactly what I meant to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? So let's proceed.
And still, and radio keep playing songs that we can't feel. Niggas hear me kicking knowledge, ask me if I've been to college, told them I just see the world at a standstill. For real, I'm self-educated, practice self-preservation, and pass the loud for the meditation. Inhale while I exhale, no Molly or expel, plenty weed and Hennessy for the celebration. Sometimes I feel I was...
All right, so that part right there, this is where the first rhyme ends and the second rhyme begins. So,
sometimes I feel I was born in the wrong.
After that, even though it wasn't a good that wasn't my best I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. That wasn't my best I practiced it better than that when I was in the car.
This celebration. Sometimes I feel I was born in the wrong era. I should have been a Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor. Temperatures rising, affected by the knowledge of self found wealth when I opened my third eyelid.
Wait, let's bring that back. I'm doing too much.
The wrong era. I should have been a Nile Valley king or some celebration. Sometimes I exhale, no Molly or expel, plenty weed and Hennessy for the celebration. Sometimes I feel I was born in the wrong era. I should have been a Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor.
And so again, with the ancient Egypt, the ancient Kemet references and all that, right? And so that tell you where my mindset and what I was heavy into at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people like, and really, these people are kind of irrelevant, but they do exist. But you got some people that got the whole delineation thing twisted, and they don't really understand, in my opinion, they don't really understand what's really going on and what the whole purpose of delineation is in the first place. And so people like that, they would try to point out a contradiction between what I'm saying in these rhymes and us being on our delineation shit, right? It's like the same thing that they do with Tariq Nasheed, where they'll say, well, on Hidden Colors, you were saying this and that, and now you're saying this. It's not a contradiction. Facts are facts. All of it is true. It was true then. It's still true now. I was just spitting facts. Those facts didn't stop being true because we started delineating. The facts are still true. And so that's why the rhyme still holds weight to this day. You know what I'm saying? And so what else I was going to say about that? I was going to say something else about that. Let me bring that back real quick.
Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor. Temperatures.
Something else I want to say about that right there.
Valley king or some sort of emperor. Temperatures rise. feel I was born in the wrong era. I should have been a Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor. Temperature is rising, affected by the knowledge of self.
Hold on. Sometimes I feel I was born in the wrong era because I should have been a Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor. So I was saying how it was back to the ancient Kemet references. Still dealing with the time continuum, if you will, talking about being born in the wrong era. Should have been a Nile Valley king or some sort of emperor. But I feel like there was something else I wanted to say about that. But next line is, temperature is rising, affected by the knowledge of self-found wealth when I open my third eyelid. I feel like that one went over well, too. I think there was some oohs and ahs when I said that.
Temperature is rising, affected by the knowledge of self-found wealth when I open my third eyelid. Sky is the limit.
Yeah, I heard somebody go, That was one of those. You go, Temperature is rising, affected by the knowledge of self-found wealth when I open my third eyelid. Sky is the limit was the lies that was given. So I tried to convince them their limit was infinite, but still they don't get it. They Lord is a gimmick, a tool that was used to keep a soul in submission. I don't know if I got to break that down to this audience right here. I think y'all feel me. I don't claim no religion. I just stay on my pivot and slay all the demons that's waging war on my spirit. Because, man, so much trouble on my mind. The media's acid rain on the brain, channel 9. And so remember, this goes back before, well, I don't know if it goes back before this part, this second half of the rhyme. I don't know if this goes back before New Black Media, but it was before I was tapped into New Black Media. It was before I knew anything about New Black Media online. I wasn't even online like that at this time. I was still offline when I was saying this. And it's still in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Temperature is rising, affected by the knowledge of self-found wealth when I open my third eyelid. Sky is the limit was the lies that was given. So I tried to convince them their limit was infinite. But still, they don't get it. They Lord is a gimmick, a tool that was used to keep us all in submission. I said, I don't claim no religion. I just stay on my pivot and slay all the demons that's waging war on my spirit. Because, man, so much trouble on my mind. The media's acid rain on the brain, channel 9. And so we always talk about how media is warfare. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here on Sincere Love the Godcast. We engage in media warfare. That's what we do. And so it's all still in alignment. The media's acid rain on the brain, channel 9. What I said, so I looked to Van Sertima. I said, you probably never heard of him. Sheikh Anti Diop and a host of other noblemen. You know what I'm saying? And going back to the moment, right? Going back to the moment in time that was created on that day. Don't let it be lost on you that we're being hosted by 2 white men. Shout out to DJ Eclipse. Shout out to DJ Riz. Good brothers. Good brothers. Good people. I rocks with them heavy. But we still know and understand what it is. I think it was Jason Black. It might have been Professor Black Truth, but one of them, they say, if you really want to know what a black man thinks, really, really deep down in his heart, sit him in front of some white people and see what comes out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want it to be lost that I never change. I never change. And again, shout out to those brothers, because real white folks, whether they white supremacists or not, because I'll even put the white supremacists in this category too. When you stand on what you're supposed to stand on as a black man, they respect you. You get more respect when you ain't shucking and jiving. You get more respect when you speak with intelligence and know and understand who you are, and you spit those facts that can't be refuted. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want that part of the moment to be lost on y'all also. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if your favorite rapper gonna stand on that like that. I don't know if your favorite rapper, that's Jason Black. All right, yeah, Jason Black, the one that be saying that. Appreciate it. The Netzaroo references are definitely on point. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And so, okay, where was I with the lyrics? Let me see.
It was the lies that was given, so I myself found wealth when I opened my third eyelid. Sky is the limit was the lies that was given, so I tried to convince them they limit was infinite. But still, they don't get it. They Lord is a gimmick, a tool that was used to keep us all in submission. I don't claim no religion, I just stay on my pivot and slay all the demons that's waging war on my spirit. Cause man, so much trouble on my mind. The media's acid rain on the brain. Channel 9, so I looked at Van Sertimer. You probably never heard of him.
So I think I was talking about that part right there, right? I said I looked at Van Sertimer. You probably never heard of him. Sheikh Anti Diop and a host of other noblemen. So that tell you what I was into heavy at that time. You know what I'm saying? When you write from your true experiences. You know what I mean? And that's the thing I'm most grateful for when it comes to this gift, because it allowed me to document my life. It allowed me to document my development as a man, as a human being. It allowed me to document the different phases and stages that I went through in life. I could always listen back to that shit and remember the mindset that I was in, why I wrote that, why I said what I said at that time. It might take on a whole different meaning now. Like even this, a lot of these lines with my newfound understanding and worldview, some of these lines take on a new understanding. Because, man, so much trouble on my mind. The media's acid rain on the brain. Channel 9, so I looked at Van Sertimer. You probably never heard of him. Sheikh Anti Diop and a host of other noblemen that wrote us gems to get your third eye to opening. Dig inside the broader files. Learn about your origin. Those are all books, by the way. I think I do probably need to point that out because I can't assume that everybody knows that I'm talking about scholars and some of the books that they wrote. You know what I mean? I said the media is acid rain on the brain, Channel 9. So I looked at Van Sertimer. So I'm saying that I'm departing from the traditional media and mainstream information, and I'm seeking out the truth from scholars like Van Sertimer, Ivan Van Sertimer, Sheikh Anti Diop. I said they wrote us gems that get your third eye to opening, dig inside the broader files, learn about your origin. And so the broader files is a book by Anthony Browder, the elder Anthony Browder. Shout out to Anthony Browder. That's one of my favorites right there. That's one of my favorite books right there. And so, yeah, host of us noblemen, they wrote us gems to get your third eye to opening, dig inside the broader files, learn about your origin. If we was way more proud of our ancestry, we see the situation and know we just can't let it be. And so these are the lines that I was talking about that some of these weird dudes would probably try to point out some type of weird contradiction in, right? Because I'm speaking about Africa, you know what I mean, in a glowing manner. I'm giving props and respect and praise to Africa. And I've never stopped doing that. But some people try to get the conversation confused and try to get the points that we make confused and try to make it seem like that's what it is, some type of disrespect toward Africa, when it was never that and it would never be that. You know what I'm saying? And so, let me play it.
Sheikh Anti Diop and a host of other noblemen that wrote us gems to get your third eye to opening. Dig inside the broader files, learn about your origin. If we was way more proud of our ancestry, we see the situation and know we just can't let it be. Imagine if we knew who was the real Lazarus. You wouldn't think of booty scratches when you speak of Africans. I picture princes.
Got another for that one right there. It was another Imagine if you knew who was the real Lazarus. You wouldn't think of booty scratchers when you speak of Africans. I picture princes. I see my daughter as a princess, a goddess. One time for my niggas who know the difference. Hold up. I picture princes. I see my daughter as a princess, a goddess. One time for my niggas who know the difference. And so that's a couple of more entendres right there. I picture princes. I see my daughter as a princess, a goddess. One time for my niggas who know the difference. So the difference between a nigga and the niggas, the difference between certain understandings of the origins of the word nigga, because there's a lot of different conflicting understandings about the history of that word. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you talk to, people will tell you something different about the history and the origin of the word, right? So it refers to that. Let me bring it back a little bit. Hold on.
Real Lazarus, you wouldn't think of booty scratchers when you speak of Africans. I picture princes. I see my daughter as a princess, a goddess. One time for my niggas who know the difference. Walk with me.
One time for my niggas who know the difference. So yeah, you know what I mean? Who know the difference? Let me bring it back. So what's the line before that?
Time for my niggas who know the difference. Walk with me. I'm trying to the booty scratches when you speak of Africans. I picture princes. I see my daughter as a princess, a goddess. One time for my niggas who know the difference.
Right. So to know the difference thing, it takes on it's asking multiple questions at the same time. You know what I mean? One time for my niggas who know the difference. Walk with me. I'm trying to spar with Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? Trying to be a master of my craft. You know what I mean? Not trying to go against the GOAT, not trying to go against the great. Nah. I'm trying to become my best self and my version of that. Right? Walk with me. I'm trying to spar with Muhammad Ali. I'm trying to take my lyricism to that level. Kick it with Bruce Lee, jogging through African safaris. Catch me meditating on Mount Kilimanjaro. I'll be levitating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone. See the future in my son's eyes. That shit set in stone. So damn, that shit set in stone now. We done marked the times. You never gonna forget this moment in time. It's forever. You know what I mean? For me and for my son, and for everybody that shared that moment with us, and for those of y'all that's rocking with us right now, it's forever gonna be a moment in time. It's set in stone. See the future in my son's eyes who was standing right next to me. That shit set in stone. And so those are the parts of the codes that I couldn't make up. I just couldn't make that up. Yeah. Let me see. All right.
One time for my niggas who know the difference. Walk with me, I'm trying to spar with Muhammad Ali. Kicking with Bruce Lee, jogging through African safari. Catch me levitating on Mount Kilimanjaro. I'll be meditating in Egypt, nigga, I'm Pharaoh. I'll be still sitting on the throne when I'm dead and gone. See the future in my son's eyes, that shit set in stone.
Yeah,
it's inevitable. I just delivered the message that discredit the bull. And I don't claim to be no prophet or no scholar, I'm a father. I'm just trying to make your head sharper, I'm a barber.
And I already told y'all that line just hits so different. And mind you, I'm realizing it as I'm saying it. At the same time I'm spitting it, I'm listening to myself and realizing what I'm saying. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm surprised I didn't mess up. I'm surprised I didn't mess up. See the future in my son's eyes, that shit set in stone. Yeah, it's already, my mind's like, oh shit, my son right here. Then I'm like, yeah, it's inevitable. I just delivered the message that discredit the bull. And I don't claim to be no prophet or no scholar. I'm a father. I'm like, oh shit. I'm just trying to make your head sharper. I'm a barber. Each one teach one. You teach your son. I teach mine much more than how to reach for a gun. But not excluding that. We under attack. Can't exclude the facts. So now, mind you, this is the same son that I made a song with called Black Death. You know what I'm saying? And so everything is lining up. everything is lining up with a rhyme that I wrote before he was born. Now this one, no, this part I didn't write before he was born. This one I wrote, like I said, I want to say like 11, 12 years ago, something like that. It was right before I met RP Beats. So whenever RP, if you're still in here, whatever year me and you met, it was either earlier that year or like the year before that. It's when this rhyme is from. So it was a while ago. See the future in my son's eyes. That shit set in stone.
Each one teach one. You teach your son, I teach mine. Much more than how to reach for a gun, but not excluding that. We under attack, can't exclude the fact. So at some point, I'ma have to allude to that reality. We should have the earth keep your salary. Teach my daughter she should have a CFO mentality.
And so everything is about being a father. You know what I mean? And when you listening to me spit, it's kind of aggressive, right? It got kind of like an aggressive tone to it. You know what I mean? It's not like it's laid back or nothing. The beat is dark. It's hardcore, like underground shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not talking about killing niggas and shit. You know what I mean? Putting niggas in the trunk and shit. I ain't spinning the block on niggas and none of that. You know what I mean? I'm over here talking about our history and talking about being a man and being a father and shit. And the rhyme still comes across the same way that it do when niggas spit the other shit. So I'm not really knocking the other shit because I listen to that shit too. I like some of it. If it's dope, it's dope. If it's done correctly, I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not really trying to dump on the niggas that ain't saying what I'm saying, but I'm just saying it's different. It's different, but you don't really notice the difference. It don't feel like somebody trying to make you listen to something that you wouldn't normally listen to. You know what I mean?
We should have the earth keep your salary. Teach my daughter she should have a CFO mentality. Practice group economics.
Was already on Claude Anderson. We was already on Claude Anderson. Documentation.
Economics. We survived it. That was proof God is.
That's
So
documentation.
at some point, I'ma have to allude to that reality. We should have the earth keep your salary. Teach my daughter she should have a CFO mentality. Practice group economics. Screw Reaganomics. We survived it. That was proof God is inside us. Shade45. Raps out of control.
Sincere love to God.
So once again, man, I never change. You know what I mean? I never change. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I feel like Vicky Dilla say right now, I ain't no YouTuber. You know what I mean? I ain't no YouTuber, man. I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal Holyfield. And so, yeah, man, like I said, I could never really unpack everything in its entirety. You know what I mean? Because like I really wanted to give y'all the story behind it, behind a lot of the bars, the fact that it was old, the fact that of the moment that was created with my son. And I broke down some of the bars, but it's a lot more that could be broke down with the bars. But like I said, we're gonna have to leave that to the listener's interpretation. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely just wanted to come on here and do that because that was a special moment right there. But yeah, I'm gonna play my son joint though before we get out of here. Let me find his joint. Let me go. He just posted it on Instagram, right? Let me go to Instagram. Let me go to Instagram. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, this shit is mad slow. Hopefully I'm not freezing up or nothing because this thing is going mad slow all of a sudden. Wait, where is it? Is it this? No, not that. Where is it? Is it this? Oh yeah, I think this is it right here. I think this is it right here. All right. All right. So let me share this with y'all. Let me share this with y'all. Young Zelo. And so, like I said, man, he wasn't even supposed to be, they were saying that if we bring a guest, they would have to wait in the lobby or whatever. And so the fact that he was even in the studio with us was one thing, but then the fact that he worked his way to the microphone was another thing. But then the fact that he got on there and he did this was a whole nother thing.
Hello.
Know what it is, man. Hey, look.
Hold on, because I got to say this too. Because this is not his type of beat at all. Remember, I said this wasn't even a beat that I would have picked. I wouldn't even pick this particular beat. I would have picked something else personally. And so he for sure wouldn't have been rhyming on this type of beat. Never. You know what I mean? But he didn't hesitate at all when I asked him, like, yo, if I asked him to let you get on, you ready? He was like, yeah. I'm like, you're going to have to rhyme to one of these beats. So first he like, I just tell him, let me go a cappella. I was like, nah. And he was like, all right, whatever. Let's do it. And so they let him get on. And like I said, this is what he did right here. Let me let him speak for himself, man.
Shook, why these pussies try to play me? That nigga want a viral moment, put his ass on say cheese. Put up on the gang now, he be pushing up them daisies. He sliding in the fist, but we put holes in his Mercedes. If you think I'm stopping at a red light, bitch, you thought wrong. Want me love to no hoe, I fuck these bitches with my socks on. Won't buy no convertible, can't ride around with this top off. Niggas out here really trying to take a nigga top off. Creeping on your block, you play with Z, you R.I.P. That nigga went off running, now his brother on the T. My shit fully automatic, I put switches on my Glee. Shot that pussy in his leg like Kaepernick, he took a knee. I'm a G, I come to kill shit. On gang, I'm trying to spill shit. Call me handy man, he keep his tool right in my hand so I could drill shit. They be switching on my partners. Kill me if I snitch, my nigga death before dishonor.
Yeah. Next generation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, look.
Yes, indeed. And so, yeah, everybody was impressed because they didn't know what to think. You know what I mean? When I asked him, he was kind of like, how old is he? I'm like, he's 19. He was like, I don't know what he sound like, though. And so I'm like, he ain't on what we on, but he get busy, though. That's all I'm going to say. And so they let him do his thing. And, yeah, everybody was impressed. Everybody gave him his props. He did his numbers. But somebody in here said it perfectly. Who said that? Jeff Will said it perfectly. Jeff Will said, Zelo slid on the boom bap beat. I couldn't have said it better myself. Zelo slid on that boom bap beat, though. Yeah, man. Yeah. And so, yeah, I appreciate y'all sharing that moment in time with me, man. I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close. Let me get over here. Let me see where we at over here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close. But again, man, you guys, make sure y'all stream the Masters Table. It's available on all streaming platforms. Make sure that y'all stream The Spear and the Shield. That's available on all streaming platforms. Make sure that y'all stream me and DJ RP Beats' first project, the Master Elements project. That's available on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? And so if you fucking with this freestyle right here, like I said, these rhymes is old. And so I got a lot of joints from back in the days on SoundCloud. If you search my name on SoundCloud, you can listen to some of the old joints that I was doing back then. And they still hard. They still hit hard. Just like that one. And so, yeah, I would tell y'all, though, those of y'all that really fucking with this freestyle, go check me out on SoundCloud. Y'all gonna love those joints. Go check me out on SoundCloud, man. Yeah. So let me see what y'all saying. Young King, rock that. CeeLo on that beat. No doubt. All right, so yeah, I was telling y'all to make sure y'all go get the projects, all of the music projects. Make sure that y'all go get our children's book, 7 to Super Hey Rule. Seven's Big Move. It's available at godcastbooks.com. Go to godcastbooks.com. You can get your merch and all that stuff over there too. We got some t-shirts and all that good stuff. You can get the Universal Flag shirts. We got some of those. All of that. And so, yeah, man. I'm glad I got through this, yo, because I'm mad tired. If y'all couldn't tell, if I looked like I was cutting a bunch of little kids all day long, if I looked like I was at the barbershop all day long, cutting a bunch of little kids, because it's back to school down here in Georgia. And so the last few days, especially today, you already know what it's like. If you got kids or whatever, you already know what it's like when you go to the barbershop. And so it was one of those days, man. So I came straight here and hopped on here with y'all because I wanted to do this. I wanted to get this done. But I had to drink some coffee to make sure that I was alert and I wasn't on here looking like a narcoleptic or something on here with y'all. But I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow, right? What day is this? Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow with another episode of the Black Business Showcase. We got another edition of the FBA Expo Vendors Joint coming up tomorrow. And so y'all stay tuned for that. But other than that, man, that does it for this. Y'all have just got the series. No, y'all just got the Rappers Out of Control, Shade45, Lyrical Breakdown, right here on Sincere Love the Godcast, the Masters Decoded series. And I'm out of here, family. Remember, I am not the master teacher. I am only the master student and signal booster for the voices of the new Black media. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.